The building manager called us over here. I'm not really sure what the situation is on her end. You know, what if she wants you guys removed from here?
We're going to have to respect the building manager's request. So if the building manager is stating that there are no persons allowed beyond a certain point within this building, we have to honor that. As a body within several other governing entities has its own visitors code of conduct.
If you want to operate under codes of conduct rather than laws, then you go ahead and do that. And what's your name? Salazar?
Andrew Salazar.
I'll enjoy taking your deposition.
I don't believe it's constitutional either, but there is a visitors code of conduct. We have to abide by that visitors code of conduct.
A couple days before this, I was at the New Mexico Ethics Commission trying to conduct some business when I was bullied by the staff, and then they called the police on me. If you didn't see that video, it's linked in the pinned comment and the description. I'd recommend watching that video first. After speaking with some colleagues about how unethical the Ethics Commission was, we decided it would probably be best for me to go back and file some ethics complaints on the Ethics Commission. I invited a couple of colleagues to come with me since they also needed to file some ethics complaints on officials in both Albuquerque and Espanola. My colleagues arrived before me and were immediately told by the security guard that we met in my last video that they had to leave the premises and that they were being trespassed. We found out that after my last visit 2 days ago, the Ethics Commission employees decided that they would no longer show up to work and ordered the security guard and building management to have anybody arrested who tried to show up to do business with them. They certainly didn't look very ethical when we started our investigation just 2 days ago, but this is what we call doubling down on stupid.
Started already.
So what's going on?
This fella here, he's saying that he will not let us in at all.
Is it locked?
He said we can't go into the building because we're trespassed and it's a private entity and we can't go into it.
Got it.
Yep.
He called the cops and he told the cops that we're causing a confrontation with him because we're not leaving the premises.
Right?
It's
public.
It's a public building.
We're out here at UNM, here with Charles, ANCAP Cop Watch, Stephen with Mexican Free Press. And we're here to file ethics complaints and some open records requests. Security guard that you saw last time, before I even got here, was calling the cops on these two guys to have them trespassed from UNM property because they wanted to come and do business with the ethics committee.
They're here for the State Ethics Commission, which is unfortunately closed at the moment. They want me to let them inside so I can let them into the office. I told them no, I can't do that. Part of my job is what property manager states, and then we just want them off the farm. That's it.
That's it? Just want to trespass us from the public property? That's all? All right, well, I just got here, so I'm going to go handle my business, and I'll see y'all later.
Do you guys have an appointment?
So I haven't even gone in there. He's saying that the ethics committee, ethics commission is closed now until further notice. I mean, this is what your tax dollars are being used for, guys. You know, they got this ethics commission so that government can be held accountable, and this is what they're doing with it. So. There's a doorbell here that I just rang. Access limited to employees and authorized visitors. This sign, the last time that I was here, this sign said, if they don't answer when you ring the doorbell, to knock on the door. Oh, I don't know, the lights are on. So we'll just hang out here until they arrive, I guess.
Not everyone.
Yeah, there's I guess if you guys
That's
are
okay,
able to call this number and schedule an appointment.
Sure, we'll just.
I get that you guys have, issues you want to speak to them about, but, they have the number there for appointments, so maybe try calling that and see if they'll meet with you. Have you tried it yet?
Well, the guy that I'm trying to help out doesn't have a phone, and digital.
Can you call on his behalf?
If you could not interrupt me, that'd be great, and just let me finish. And so, digital discrimination laws say that they need to be available in person to facilitate people with disabilities and people who don't have online and don't have telephones. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know what they do or what their rules are
Sure.
or anything like that.
Yeah, no.
I'm unfamiliar with
Well,
what they do.
personally, I didn't ask to involve you, so,
Yeah.
I mean,
You know, that's the only thing I guess they're asking you to schedule an appointment. if you
who's
want
they?
to.
They haven't asked me anything.
They haven't asked me
The
anything.
signs on the door.
Oh, okay.
if
Well,
you
like I
wanna
said,
meet with them.
the law says that they need to be here to accommodate me in person, and as well as especially to accommodate my disabled friend who is going to need assistance in filling out his ethics complaint. So, I mean, I didn't call you, so if you want to let him know, you know, that he doesn't have any authority to trespass us, then that's between you guys. But I'll just, but I'll just hang out here until they arrive. I've given him some phone calls and tried to let him know I'm here. My buddy who's disabled, like I said, I don't think he's got a phone. But I'll just wait here till they get here. Thank you.
Are you able to call on his behalf? Is what she was asking.
Yeah, that's the only thing I wondered, you know, are you able to let him know? You can call on his behalf and schedule the appointment that he wants.
You know, I'll when I get done here today, I suppose I can chat with him and his attorney about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let me go see what.
Thank you.
And I'm sorry that they put you in this, but you know.
What time
That's-
do they close anyways?
That I don't know.
5.
5?
Yeah.
We'll kick it here till 5.
Yeah, we'll just wait and make sure. If they don't show up to work, we'll just file ethics complaints on them for not showing up to work. I did get the salary of, what's his name that was being a jerk to me last time? Yeah, Boyd. And it's somewhere between $102,000 and $122,000 with benefits per year. So $122,000 to treat the public like crap and not show up to work. So we'll just wait here and see if he shows up. If not, it's going to be my job to document the fact that he's not at work. Thank you, though, guys.
Sorry about that. Real quick, so the facilities, this facility
And the other
is a UNM property, separate of the state of New Mexico, and it is still governed by the University of New Mexico and falls under the University of New Mexico Visitors Code of Conduct. So I just kind of want to give you guys a heads up that there are separate entities of the state of New Mexico that have policies that kind of govern the goings-on of non-student staff and faculty members within the University of New Mexico. And
Can I just stop you real fast? The University of New Mexico is a public entity, is a government entity, the same thing as this is. It's public property. UNM is public property. They receive federal tax dollars to run UNM. That's how tuition is made. This isn't a private entity. This isn't like Walmart. This isn't like Target, Circle K. You know, this is nothing like that. It's all public. It's a public property. This building is leased within this building with other businesses, but this is a government entity receiving taxpayers' dollars to run this facility, to have an office in this building. So what you're just stating about the UNM Code of Conduct and all this other stuff, it does not apply to a government organization such as this. Maybe their doors are closed or whatever the case might be, but they're still leasing a piece of property of this building.
And yeah, that sounds like a very legitimate concern.
I say let him just dig his hole. Go ahead, keep going. Please,
It
don't
sounds
stop.
like a very legitimate concern, and
It's not
I
a
would-
concern, it's factual information.
No, I
Please let him keep digging his hole. No, he'll dig deep. Let him go.
I would speak with my representative within the state, and they might be able to provide more answers for you. But within the University of New Mexico, there are secured areas that do not allow access to the general public. So
That's if there's a key. Oh, sorry.
Well, let me ask you this, man. If we stay here and wait and document whether or not our employees come to work, what are you going to do? Because that's really all that matters. I mean, if you're going to violently attack me,
We're not
gosh, I don't.
attacking you. The building manager called us over here. I'm not really sure what the situation is on her end. You know, what if she wants you guys removed from here?
Okay.
You know, I showed you guys, you know, give them a call, maybe that. I'm not sure what their deal is, if they're not here today, what the deal is, but the building manager requested us over here. That's
Okay.
why.
APD's.
Because I hate being violently attacked when I'm trying to do business with and hold my. You interrupt a lot, kind of like Boyd did. I mean, I don't speak over you, right? So, anyways, yeah. I mean, I don't want to be violently attacked for trying to do business with my government. I mean, they forced me to give them money to do what they're doing. And now when I come in here to do business with them, I mean, look, if you're going to violently attack me, just say it. And you know, maybe we'll just mitigate that and walk away with a threat of violence. You're going to threaten me or no?
So again, we're going to have to respect the building manager's request. So if the building manager is stating that there are no persons allowed beyond a certain point within this building, we have to honor that because this is the University of New Mexico, and the University of New Mexico as a body within several other, you know, governing entities has its own visitors code of conduct.
Yeah, that's code of conducts aren't laws. So if you want to operate under codes of conduct rather than laws, then you go ahead and do that. And what's your name? Salazar?
Andrew Salazar.
I'll enjoy taking your deposition.
Again, like I said, we just have to abide by that visitors code of conduct that is supported by state statute, United States Constitution.
Oh, yeah, go ahead and show me that. I'm sorry, I didn't realize it was.
It's all online.
I didn't realize it was.
You're more than welcome to.
I didn't realize it was constitutional to violently attack people who try to do business with their government.
I don't believe it's constitutional either, but what I'm trying to.
So what do you mean
explain-
Wait, let him go on. You don't think it's constitutional either? Is that what you said?
No, I'm.
You just
stating
said
that there's no violent attack that's going on.
You just said I don't think it's constitutional either?
Okay, so.
Cool. No problem, because we got to play that in court. So let me just let you know at this time. Anything you do or say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Do you understand that?
So again, I'm just trying to reiterate.
Sure.
There is a visitor's code of conduct. We have to abide by that visitor's code of conduct. We're going to speak with the building manager. We're going to speak with other entities within the University of New Mexico, and we will kind of go from there. I don't personally have any issue with you folks being here. It doesn't bother me personally.
Doesn't bother me personally that you're here.
Me neither.
Actually, it kind of does, and I'll tell you why. Because I came here to do business with this government entity, and I do kind of feel like the reason that they called you was an attempt at intimidation on me. I think that that's what's going on here. So not you personally, but you as an officer who just told me that you're thinking about enforcing codes of conduct and neglecting the law and the Constitution. As an officer, yeah, I am kind of upset that they called you here and in an attempt to bully and intimidate me.
So I can let you know that I'm not here to bully or intimidate. I can let you know that we want to ensure your safety and rights are preserved, as well as the rights and safeties of everybody else in this building. We just want to make sure that within that scope, all policies, procedures, statutes, constitutional laws are observed as well. Okay?
Right.
Like I said, I don't have anything personal against you.
Here in the state of New Mexico, they removed qualified immunity.
Yes, they did.
Okay.
He knows that. Otherwise, he probably would have already put hands on us.
Okay. I just wanted to double check if that was true or not, because.
It's made a big difference in New Mexico, too.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, I mean, in my personal interactions with police officers, they think a lot harder before putting hands on people.
Wow.
It's-
That's crazy. So you can tie themselves your pension. They can tie your pension to them.
Are we good to just hang out by the door then?
APD's here.
Until we
Cool.
hear
APD's
further,
here.
we're gonna just
Great.
make sure
I-
that.
And you seem like a real decent guy. You know, if you were off the clock, not in that uniform, I'm sure I'd have
Buy
a
a beer
great
with
time
you.
with you. But I'm sorry. It's nothing personal. But I got business to do. I got to do what I got to do. I'm doing my job, right? So, cool.
Take care.
All right. So they're saying that they want us arrested. So I don't know, guys. They might arrest us today. My friend Edwina Hewitt, while I was on my way over here, she jumped on a state website and found some salary information. And just for the lawyers in this office alone, you guys are paying about $500,000 a year. And not a single one of them is here to take our ethics complaints or anything for that matter. Please call for deliveries or schedule an appointment at 505-554-7706. I don't think there's even anyone to answer the phone. Essentially, the Ethics Commission was created as a check and balance on all of government throughout New Mexico, but there's nobody to check and balance them. It's the same old story, you know? We have a problem with government. Oh, okay, well, let's create more government to solve the problem we have with government. And it never works. It continues to get, with every commission, with every government entity that we create to try to fix government gets worse. And we're already paying millions and billions in taxes to fund these people that we call government while they continue to break the law. We have police, they're law enforcement, right? Why do we need an ethics committee? If government is breaking the law, then why don't the police just go and arrest them? Why don't the prosecutors just prosecute them? We don't get any choice, basically, of whether we fund them or not, right? It's taken by force, the money. And if you don't think it's taken by force, I dare you to try not paying your taxes.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
And so the money's taken by force, and then these guys under a promise that, oh, but you know what, we're going to provide you guys services, we're going to do things for you. But when it's taken by force, what incentive is there to provide the services? Like, what am I going to do? Quit doing business with them? They're still taking the money, right?
Yeah.
The irony is that this ethics commission, one of their things that they say that they do is looking out for the best interests of the people rather than itself. And that's right on their website, on their mission statement.
Okay.
So, but I don't think they're serving the best interests of the people when they run away every time we want to file ethics complaints or do business with them, right?
After about an hour of waiting outside of the Ethics Commission door, calling their phone number, trying to get them to come and take our ethics complaints, a University of New Mexico police sergeant finally showed up. He went and spoke with Alicia, the building manager, who told him that she wants us trespassed and arrested. He told her, "You can't do that, this is public property."
What's that?
That's the property manager.
Alicia.
That's
Alicia, can we stay? Where we gotta go? We're asking you, the property manager.
Hey, Mr. Scott. Hey,
Sergeant, by the way.
Sergeant? Oh, I go by Grande.
Okay.
Hey, so what's the deal then? What's going on?
I don't know. I just came. My officers asked me to come by and see what the situation is. What's the situation?
Personally, I don't think there is one, but somebody called you, right?
Right.
So I'm trying to do business with a state entity
Okay.
that's got an office here, and they don't want me to.
I think there's an appointment situation system. I think, isn't there, for like most of the state buildings? So did you make an appointment?
Well, there may be, but.
Can we walk into the shade? please?
Yeah, I'd love to. I'm glad you said something.
I'm not a savage.
Yeah.
That's me.
So yeah, but state and federal laws require them to be there to accommodate people with disabilities, and so and they're not.
That's sort of out of my.
Yeah, I get that, and but
my role is to try to keep the peace, and everything at this
Sure.
point is being peaceful. So,
Sure. Cool.
I'm not telling you to leave.
Cool.
As long as you remain peaceful, because that's all we can ask.
That's all we are. We're peaceful people.
Cool. Just wanted to get your perspective on
So I
this.
don't know. Again, I came here late. I don't have all the information.
Cool.
My understanding is that yes, it is a state building. We this is our area, UNM Police. That's why you got me in, not APD. So yes, it sounds like you have a right to be here, as long as you're following the rules that state or whatever administrative people come up with. If that's make an appointment to talk to someone or
Well, they
something to that effect.
make a lot of rules that violate the
make a lot
law.
of rules.
So.
You're not going to get an argument from me,
Right.
but unfortunately we have to follow them.
Well, no, we don't. That's kind of what.
Again, also outside my purview.
Cool. Well, as long as you're not going to enforce their rules and you'll only enforce the law, then I don't think we're going to have an issue. So, okay,
That's the idea. So,
cool.
gentlemen, have a good day.
All right. Thanks, Sergeant. Let me shout out some other channels to go check out real quick. What's your channel?
Mexican Free Press.
I still call you the old one. Mexican.
Savage Mexican.
Yeah, Mexican Free Press.
Later, guys. Who do we got over here?
ANCAP Cop Watch. Howdy, everybody.
ANCAP Cop Watch. And were you able to conduct your business with the State Ethics Commission today?
Not at all. Not at all. Because I have a legit complaint. I want to file a complaint against Chief Medina for his involvement in that crash and buying a new $100,000 vehicle on taxpayer dollars. The vehicle he crashed was also taxpayer funded. So he went and got another one of the same value. So that's not ethical at all.
Were you serviced properly today by the...
Hell no.
Okay.
And I even have a disability, like I told these cops, you know.
Okay.
I thought that's what we came here for. I have a lot of shit going on in Española that I want to file complaints on a lot of elected officials and the city manager down there, you know. Can't do it, you have to schedule an appointment. If you schedule an appointment, they don't answer their phones. So what's the purpose? What's the purpose of this entity overwatching government if they don't want to help their constituents, the citizens of New Mexico?
And after doing a little more research into how the commission was created, it became perfectly clear why they do whatever they want, whenever they want, however they want. And it's because the commission was essentially created as a Gestapo that answers to no one. And the intent seems decent. They would be insulated and protected from the other branches of government so that they could investigate the other branches without having to worry about being retaliated against by having their commission dissolved. They're basically untouchable by government. They are a completely unchecked government Gestapo, made up completely of people who have been in government their entire lives. Career politicians and judges, people who know how to work and manipulate the system.
So I'd like to know what this commission does.
That's not business, sir.
Okay. So you don't want to tell me what this commission does?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna need your assistance in escorting him out.